Hi everyone, I'm Meredith and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, I'm so excited that you found me, and if you're returning, I'm so grateful you've decided to come back and watch more. I love all things luxury. I love luxury shoes, I love luxury handbags, luxury lifestyle and vlogging, and if they're things that appeal to you, I hope you'll do me a massive favor and hit that subscribe button down below. Hitting that subscribe button costs you absolutely nothing and means so much to me, so I hope you'll help me out. Today I'm going to do my New York wish list. Have I mentioned that I'm going to New York? Is it possible I might have said it a few hundred times that I am off to New York? I am so excited. Last time I was in New York 2 years ago, just over 2 years ago, to buy my wedding reception dress from Oscar de la Renta. I went with my fabulous friend Mel. I have a whole playlist of those videos. It was the first trip overseas after COVID. It was my first trip overseas since having children. It had been several years and I was literally on the ground for like 5 nights. It was a whirlwind of a trip, but I had a great time, but it was super quick. But I did some serious damage in those 5 nights. I was a woman unleashed. I bought so much from that trip. And I had a great time and I love all of those pieces. And then last year I was off to London and Paris, and this year back to New York, and next year back to Paris. And there's a few other short trips that I have planned in there as well, and family trips. But I usually try and do 1 trip a year where it's just me. My husband stays here with the children and I have some time away and I get to just go and have a good time and shop a little bit. So I'll be in New York for almost 2 weeks. In the middle of August, and I have some fabulous YouTube friends that are there or are meeting me there, and I am so excited for this trip. So the fabulous Lisa from Luxury and Life in the Middle lives in New York, so she will most certainly be there. We have Amelia from Amelia Rose's Closet flying in from Ireland. We have Claire from Claire Louise Luxe, and Deb from Wild Unfiltered, and Gwenny from Style by Gwenny, all coming in from the UK, which I'm really excited, from England. And there are a few American YouTubers that we're going to get to meet while we're there as well. Victoria from Accounting for Luxury, who has become a good friend, and Winnie from Winnie B LV, and I believe there's going to be a few others as well. And I'm just so excited to see everyone. So it's going to be a really great trip. And I feel like there's been a lot of stuff already organized, a lot around food, because food's always really important and I love food. So yeah, there's going to be some great content coming. So there will absolutely be vlogs, and I will create another playlist. So if you want to see me on this holiday, then by all means make sure you subscribe down below. I'll be flying on my own from Sydney all the way to New York via Dubai. I like to fly with Emirates, which technically speaking takes me longer actually in the air, but in reality, when you consider layovers through LA and stuff, it only adds maybe a couple of hours at most, and I feel like I'm moving all the time because the layover in Dubai is usually only 2 hours, so it's kind of quick turnaround. And because I fly first class, I don't mind being in the air for that amount of time. I have space and there's a shower, and yeah, so I'm happy to go the long way around and keep moving rather than spend 5 hours hanging in LAX. Like I'm sorry, I hate LAX as an airport. I will avoid it at all costs if I can. And yeah, so I will be doing that and vlogging it all for you guys. Now, what am I hunting when I get there? So I usually go into these trips with a fairly certain idea of what I'm looking for. And this time around, the list is pretty short, I've got to say. I'm really just going to soak up having these people around me who I don't usually get to see. Amelia from Amelia Rose's Closet, I'm really excited to see her, and Deb from Wild. I'm excited to see them all. But yeah, I feel like Amelia is like almost family to me at this point, and I'm really looking forward to seeing her. And Deb from Wild Unfiltered, I'm desperate to give Deb a hug. She's the sweetest woman. And Gwenny and the Lion, her husband's coming, and Gwenny's husband, the Lion, is one of the nicest men on the face of the earth. And Lisa, who's gone to so much trouble to organize so many things for us. Like, these people are just phenomenal. And if YouTube's given me anything, it's given me this beautiful community of people. So I'm really excited to just spend time with them and go and have dinner and go to a show and just spend time, which is the most luxurious thing you can do, is to just have time with people that you really connect with, and that's obviously the most important thing. But of course there will be some shopping. Of course, you can't go to New York and not shop. I love New York. I think this is like my, I don't know, 6th, 7th trip to New York. I love New York. And I don't know when I'll be back after this. I have no plans beyond this trip to go back. It's not going to be a bi-yearly thing for me. I want to spend more time in Europe, and I'll probably start traveling with my children at some point. Goodness help me. So yes, couple of little things I want to do while I'm there. I want to get to Target. There's Target in the US is very different to Target in Australia, and there's a few little bits and pieces I want to pick up. I've promised a friend that I will bring her back some Captain Crunch because she loves Captain Crunch, so I will go and do that. Makeup will be a big thing for me. I have a whole TikTok account based around makeup and my love of makeup and trying new things and all the things that I buy, because you think I buy a lot of bags, you should see how much makeup I buy. And I have a long list of makeup that I need to pick up while I'm there. I've already ordered some stuff from Rode and have had it shipped to Lisa, who will then pass it on to me. Thanks for being my makeup mule, Lisa. I appreciate you. So yeah, I have a long list of things to pick up because there's just brands that we don't get here in Australia, and I imagine I'm going to spend a lot on makeup, and I'm going to try and send that back ahead of time, so I'm not trying to get it all back in my luggage. So makeup's going to be a big one for me, and if you're interested in that content, head over to TikTok and find me over there, because I'll put up all that content over there. In terms of luxury fashion and that kind of stuff, there's a couple of brand like clothing brands I want to look at. Rag & Bone, I think we stock here but through one of our department stores, and it's a very small amount of stock, so I want to go to actual Rag & Bone in New York. I want to get to the Row and have a look at the Row. I saw the Row in Paris when I was there, but I want to spend time in their flagship in New York, so that's definitely on my radar, those two places. And I do actually want to spend some time just going through like Saks and like the big department stores and seeing clothes, because I'm usually so focused on bags and shoes, and I really feel like this time I'd like to look at some clothes as well, so that's definitely on my radar. In terms of clothes, this jacket from Alexander McQueen, I love this cut of this denim jacket. I love it. I don't know if it'll still be something that's in stock when I get there. It might be well and truly gone, but I am definitely after a denim jacket like this in this bar style. Dior did one in denim in their actual bar jacket a few years ago, but I couldn't get my size in Australia. So I am definitely on a hunt for a denim blazer in this really well tailored cut. I do love this Alexander McQueen one, so I will be on the hunt for that. This dress from Louis Vuitton, so this actually has unicorns all over it. You can't see it. It's this beautiful blue color. So Peter, my sales associate, got it in for me in a 38, I want to say, and it was far too small. It didn't do up across the bust. I'm quite busty, and it just didn't do up across the bust, and it was a little tight through the arms. And then we got it in a 40, and it fit me a bit better, but I still felt like it was a little bit tight. Now, since getting that size dress, and now I've lost some weight. I did a weight and life update not that long ago. I'll link it down below for you, and since doing that video, I've actually lost quite a bit of weight because my body has finally stabilized. My hormones have stopped being insane, and my body seems to be stabilizing, and I'm going to Pilates 3 times a week, so my body shape has changed. So realistically the 40 would probably fit me now, but at the time of getting the 40 in, and Peter's gonna hate hearing that, it didn't fit me at the time. So we sent it back and we tried to get a 42, and we just couldn't get them to send us one from anywhere. There were none left in Australia. No one would send us one from overseas. So I gave up on it at that point. So I'm hopeful in New York I can find this beautiful Louis Vuitton dress with the unicorns on it. I love it has unicorns on it. I love the cut of it. I love the color of it. So if I can find it there, I will most certainly buy it while I'm there. So in terms of like luxury clothes, they're things that I'm definitely looking at at the moment. I'm also hoping to get to Miu Miu while I'm there. So I went into Miu Miu the other day in Sydney to try and get myself some ballet flats, or to try their ballet flats on at least, and to see exactly how comfortable they are, if they're worth the rave that everybody's on about them. And I just wanted some plain black leather ballet flats to wear on the plane, and they didn't have any in my size in Australia. They didn't even have the satin ones in my size. They were like basically no. So I want to get to Miu Miu while I'm in New York and look at their ballet flats and assess whether there's something that I think I can pull off as a 43-year-old woman, and if they're as comfortable as I hope they're going to be, because I think they're really good, just basic ballet flats. So definitely that's on my radar, and probably looking at their bags as well. I still really love their whole raffia collection they've got out at the moment. So that's definitely on my radar, that I might pick up a bag from Miu Miu while I'm over there as well. So that's a store that I'm definitely going to go into. Judith Leiber. So Judith Leiber does the most beautiful like crystallized handbags. They're just stunning. I love her novelty collection. I love the martini glass and the carousel, and they just do the most beautiful bags. And then she has a whole range of like bags that like normal style rectangle bags that are embellished in different all different kind of designs, but she does like a New York collection. And yeah, I don't ever see myself being a collector of Judith Leiber bags, but I would most certainly like one or two in my collection, because I just believe they are so beautiful, and I love how different they are. I love the quirkiness of them. So yeah, it's definitely a store I would like to. I'm not sure if she has a standalone store, but it's definitely something I'll be hunting down in New York, a Judith Leiber bag or two, to bring back with me and say I have the Judith Leiber pieces in my collection, because as a bag lover, I think they are just stunning. So yeah, definitely on my radar to get in and see the Judith Leiber bags and maybe choose a couple as well. So on the hunt for them. This Dior bag. So I have talked about this Dior bag as well. And yes, I understand people have very strong feelings about Dior at the moment, and I support you in your feelings. I understand that. I understand the situation. I have a take on that myself. I don't feel the need to share it with the world. And there have been some great videos done on the Dior scandal and, you know, all things surrounding that. So there's lots of information out there. Nonetheless, I want this bag. So this is the New York saddle bag. I have the Paris saddle bag. I have the New York to Paris newsprint saddle bag, and I want this New York bag to round out my trio as a souvenir of New York. And if I can get it, then I will most certainly be buying it, because I want it for my collection. So yes, yell at me in the comments, that's fine, but I want this Dior bag. And I'm not going to mince words on that. I'm not going to edge around it or buy it and not show you guys. I feel it's important to be transparent and honest, and I do want this bag, and I will buy this bag if I can find this bag. I also want what would be considered for me an incredibly boring purchase, but nonetheless I do want one. I want a Chanel Wok in black caviar leather with silver hardware, which is nothing out there or amazing or, you know, showy, but I just want a plain black caviar wok with silver hardware. I have a aged calfskin black wok with gold hardware, and it's in the reissue style, and I often travel with that, but I really just want something simple and plain which can double as a wallet when I travel, and I want the silver hardware on it. So that is, I'll go into Chanel and see if they have one and buy it while I'm there. I could probably get it from Sydney, to be fair, but I'll buy it in New York while I'm there because it's a travel gift. It's almost like buying a postcard, really expensive postcard. So yeah, so that's definitely on my list as well. I don't know if I'll buy anything else from Chanel. I don't even know what's out in Chanel. I don't follow Chanel anymore, really, so I have no clue in the world. I probably won't buy anything from Fendi because Sydney Fendi do a really good job of getting me whatever I want, so I don't really see myself buying anything from Fendi. I don't really see myself buying anything from Louis Vuitton other than the dress, just because once again, Sydney take really good care of me. So do I need to buy something overseas in New York where I'm really not going to save any money? No. Paris is a very different story because I can get the VAT back, but in New York it's probably going to cost me about the same, if not more, to buy it there. So is it really worth it? And the answer is probably no. No point in going to Hermes either. It's not like they're going to offer me a quota bag there. So they're probably stores I won't even bother with, other than to track down that Louis Vuitton dress. I'll check with them and see if anyone has one, but other than that, I really don't see myself buying from any of those stores. We are doing a fashion file tour while we're there. Lisa has set that up for us because she's amazing, and I am already starting to pin pieces that I want to look at that I know are available in New York at the moment. So this Chanel mini in this purple color, I have a screenshot of this, not this but one from Fashion File, but a different one in the exact same color. So I've been after this purple for a while, and they have one in the mini rectangle in this purple at Fashion File. So I definitely want to look at this because it's been on my radar for a while and I don't have a purple one. This denim Marina XL in blue. So this is a vintage piece that I do not own yet, and it's a decent price, and it's available in New York. I want to look at the condition of it first. I want to look at the inside of it. I want to make sure that it can be refurbished, but it's a piece that I don't own yet from that denim collection, and it's definitely one that I am looking at, and Fashion File have it. They've also got this wok, this purple wok, which I really love the color of it as well. I don't know if I'll buy both the wok and the mini. I might. We'll see. We'll see the condition of them. We'll see once I've seen them in person if I want both of them. But I did find this and I really liked it as well. But I'm still trolling the Fashion File website to see what else might be there. I really wanted a Birkin 25 in Togo leather with palladium hardware in the color Rose Papri. And I know that'll be really expensive because it's such a coveted bag color combination. But ever since I saw Amelia Rose unbox hers, I want one too. I want the twin to her bag. So if I can find one, even acknowledging that it will be quite expensive, I can't get it in store anymore, so because the color is gone now, but it's certainly one that I would like the twin to Amelia Rose's bag, please. I would also be interested if I found a Birkin 30 in the color Bamboo, which is a beautiful green with silver hardware. I would be really interested in that also, but buying Birkins at New York prices is really going to limit how much else I buy. Like if I buy a Birkin, there will be much less coming back with me. If I buy 2 Birkins, there will be very little coming back with me other than those 2 Birkins because they're going to be incredibly expensive to buy. And when you do the conversion back to Australian dollars, they're going to be like a lot of money. So how much I have in my unboxing from New York on the other side will depend heavily on what I find and what I end up purchasing. So if there's no Birkins, there might be more coming back with me, but if there are Birkins, then you can guarantee there's not going to be a huge amount because they're so expensive. But New York just has all these options for resale. Like there's just so many stores there that, like, it's not just Fashion File. There are so many other stores that we can go to and troll for pieces. I can look for the Murakami pieces I'm after, the denim pieces from Marc Jacobs era that I can hunt for. There's just so many pieces that you can look at, and it just opens up the market so much, having that much stock available to you. In Australia, we are so limited in what we have. It's a whole nother world. So I feel like that will be a real focus for those of us who are coming together while we're together to look at those resale sites and the consignment stores and to spend time doing that. Because realistically, none of us are going to be saving any money by shopping in New York. So shopping brand new doesn't have the same appeal as shopping resale for us. That doesn't mean I'm not buying brand new pieces, but they will be limited. I really want to look at these resale, the resale market, and see what I can pick up that I'm still hunting. So that's definitely on my radar as well. Other than that, I don't have a huge amount. Like I've got a wish list. I've got a mood board happening, a mood board that I always have happening. There's some Louboutin boots I want, but realistically I'd be better off to get them in Australia at this point because it'll be summer when we get over to New York and it's winter here, so I'm more likely to find boots here than there. But yeah, I'm pretty much like set that as soon as I get there, I want to get to Target first. There's a few bits and pieces I need from Target. Like I'm not taking my clothes steamer with me. I've decided I'm just going to buy one at Target over there. So it's got a US PowerPoint. And, you know, just bits and pieces that I want to pick up from Target on the first day. I want to hit makeup early and get that out of the way so that I can get it packaged up and out in the post sent home ahead of time. So I'm not trying to carry it back in my suitcase because makeup and skincare and that kind of stuff adds a lot of weight to your luggage. So I'll try and do that super early in my trip and get it done and packed up and sent out. And I'm hoping that Lisa can help guide me as to that process. Where do I go? How do I do this? Like I know how to send stuff in Australia, but like, is it through the post office? Do I go to, is there, I don't understand the system. So having Lisa live in New York has been a huge advantage because she can certainly help us with those things. And she's been incredibly kind with her time, which I'm so grateful for. So yes, I'll get those out of the way early and then all the other fabulous people are going to arrive because I'm there first. Other than Lisa who lives there, and I'm out last. So I'm in first and out last, and all those people will come and go and we're all there across the weekend and I'm just so excited to see fabulous people. It's been a year since I've seen most of them, all of them really, and I think there's gonna be a few new people showing up, which will be lovely to meet new people. I am not doing a meetup. I have had a few people ask if we're going to do a meetup. We had a discussion as a group as to whether that's something we wanted to do, and we decided collectively that the planning and execution of having a meetup is so hard to pull off that it wasn't something that we wanted to put our time and effort in. We wanted to come together as a group and spend time as friends rather than, you know, putting together an event that was going to take an awful lot of work on a few people's part to just find a venue and then put it together and then invite people and then decide how that's all gonna, like, it's a lot of work to do that. So I appreciate that there's a lot of you out there who's like, oh, you're coming to New York, can we meet up? That's and I'm sorry we're not, but this is a different type of trip. We want to spend this time together and it's so much work. I watched Dale do her Fendi meetup. Oh, it must be, is it almost 2 years ago now, Dale? It's been a long time. And that was a small event, and even that took an awful lot of work on her part. And I this is a holiday for me, so I really don't want to do a whole heap of work to organize it. It's beyond my comprehension at the moment. My brain is full. I need to switch off for a little bit. So I am sorry we aren't doing a meetup while we're there. So yeah, I'm excited. So if you want to watch all the vlogs and my travel time, I usually vlog the plane so you can see what first class is like, and my travels through, and then all the time that I'm there and all these fabulous people that I'm going to meet. If you want to see all that, make sure you subscribe down below because those vlogs will be coming very soon. And then of course there will be unboxings once I get back into Australia. Well, unbaggings or reveals because I never bring the boxes back, but they will certainly come afterwards. So you probably want to be here for that because it'll be exciting. So yeah, that's what's on my wish list. If you've liked today's video, please give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button down below. It means a lot to a content creator when you hit that subscribe button. Please also hit the little bell notification so you know when I upload videos, which is usually twice a week. I'll also throw out my Instagram handle for you so you can follow me over there. I put lots up in real time, lots around my collection and my day-to-day life, so please come follow me over there. I hope wherever you are in the world today, you are having a fabulous day, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.